Hey, good morning. It's Andy Gorelow, incident meteorologist on the Calf Canyon Hermit's Peak fire, giving you your daily weather update. We had a little bit of rain this morning. We're expecting a whole lot more rain coming over the next 3 or 4 days, so need everyone to be prepared. But we are definitely going to be seeing quite a bit of rain on this fire over the next several days. Got a satellite image this morning, a visible satellite. Little different view if you've been watching over the past several days. The other satellite wasn't as clear as this one. And just showing you the visible. This is basically if you were up 22,000 miles in space looking down, this is what you would see. You can see plenty of clouds stretching across central and western New Mexico and pushing right through our area. So something we're looking at today. The next slide, please. Just shows you the moisture boundary where it's all the deeper moisture is located. The brighter colors where the deeper moisture is. And as you can see, it's kind of rolling right over our area. And that's what we're going to be watching for the next several days. This band really isn't going to be moving much. So we're going to have plenty of moisture available. And definitely something that, it's going to help us produce heavy rain. We're actually looking for some storms over the next couple of days that can produce some very, very heavy rain. But deep moisture in place, and we're just waiting for some of that sun to heat up the atmosphere this afternoon and bring us some widespread thunderstorm activity. Next slide. So last night we had a little bit of rain, a little bit of a surprise. Didn't really expect to see this much rain overnight. But as you can see, the western perimeter of the fire had about a 1/4 inch in some locations. Most of the rest of the area, generally around 1/100th to maybe up to that 1/4 inch. So we did see some rain last night, a little bit of shower activity going on this morning, but it's basically just a precursor for what we're expecting this afternoon when we start to see some of that heavier rain, heavier thunderstorm, and definitely more widespread thunderstorms this afternoon. Next slide. So just looking at today's weather map, we're here where this white circle is located. Got a cold front kind of draped across northern New Mexico, and that's really what's going to be driving the activity this afternoon. This red shading is the heavy rain flash flood potential. We are right in the center of that, so we have a very good potential of seeing some very heavy rain and even flash flooding this afternoon. We're going to be watching that very closely, coordinating with the National Weather Service in Albuquerque if any flash flood warnings do go out this afternoon and the overnight period. Just looking into tomorrow, you can kind of see that cold front draped across southern New Mexico. Still expecting some very heavy rain, thunderstorm activity all the way through tomorrow. So with that, the Weather Service has issued a flash flood watch, which is in effect from this afternoon until tomorrow evening. Next slide. Here's the precipitation forecast. Basically just a wider view on your left side and kind of a close-up view of what the rainfall we're expecting. And anywhere from about 2 to maybe up to 4 inches of rain for some of the higher peaks can be expected through Monday night. So we are expecting quite a bit of rainfall with this next system that's coming in. It's not going to stop overnight. We're probably going to see rain continuing in the overnight hours all the way through Monday evening and even into Tuesday before we start to diminish that chance of precipitation. But at least through Monday night, we're looking at significant precipitation total possibility. Next slide. So just wanted to mention, we do have the flash flood watch. The area is in green, which does include the entire Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon fire from 2 p.m. this afternoon until 6 p.m. Sunday. There is some possibility of that flash flood watch being extended into Monday as we are expecting more rain. So like I've mentioned in the past, we are definitely going to be watching this. It's very concerning for flash flooding and debris flows anywhere in or nearby this Calf Canyon Hermit's Peak fire. Next slide. Just our thunderstorm threat guidance is high, very high for the next 3 days before we start to drop off Tuesday and then especially by Wednesday. Towards the end of the week, chances will really start to go down. But it's these next 3 days, today, Sunday, and Monday, that we're really concerned with when it comes to this flash flooding. Next slide. So one thing we're concerned with is, debris flows. We hear a lot about debris flows. Once the soil is burned, once all the debris, the forest litter is burned, it cannot hold any more water, and all that just comes rushing down at once. So it's not just water that comes down off the hill, it's a whole bunch of debris, logs, dead trees, basically mud, soot, everything just comes rushing down all at once. It can happen in seconds, and it's something definitely be prepared for. Know your location and be very proactive when it comes to heavy rains and flash flooding, especially with all this this fire scar that we have. Next slide. So, like I mentioned, be prepared and be proactive when it comes to flooding. It can happen quickly. It can happen in areas that you do not know. You might not have experienced flooding in that area before, but because of the burn, new areas may flood. So definitely something to keep an eye on. There are different ways to receive a warning. We don't have the outdoor sirens here, but you have NOAA weather radio. You have wireless emergency alerts. If a flash flood warning is issued and you're in that area, your cell phone will alert you to the flash flood warning if you have cell phone coverage. Other ways to get it through the weather.gov, your favorite internet site that has weather, local TV and radio, and just friends and coworkers can also get you that warning if you are unable to get it some other way. But definitely, be prepared over the next 3 days for flash flooding potential, debris flow potential, because this is probably this most serious event we've seen in quite a while for this area when it comes to flash flooding. So with that, have a safe day, and we'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Thanks.